Have fun tonight. Mr. Gomez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 12th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to the 6800 block of Highway 225 within the city limits of Deer Park for a sedan stationary in lane 2 with a missing front tire. The officer observed the defendant in the driver's seat slumped over, the vehicle to be in drive, and the defendant to have his foot on the gas. The officer observed damage to the front right of the motor vehicle and the front right tire to be missing. The officer had to force entry into the vehicle to check the defendant's welfare due to the vehicle being locked. The officer put the vehicle in park and turned the vehicle off. The officer called out to the defendant, shook his arm, and administered 4 to 5 sternum rubs, and the defendant then slowly woke up and was unaware of what was occurring. The officer observed slurred speech, red glossy eyes, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, in addition to unsteadiness on the defendant's feet. The officer observed a buzzball chiller and beatbox alcoholic drink on the front passenger floorboard, both containers empty. The defendant stated he drank 6 beers earlier in the night and thought he was still in Houston. Extended field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to provide a blood sample.
Are you telling me that there was alcohol while he was driving?
They just found empty containers. There's no cold has no facts indicating.
Okay. Does he have a valid Texas driver license?
All right, Your Honor.
Please. And any prior to BIs that can run an NCIC. Mr. Gomez, I'm going to find that there's enough probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Your Honor, no prior DWIs and life is eligible.
If you don't have liability insurance.
Wow. Right from the start, the judge is making the stakes crystal clear. This isn't just a standard DWI. The missing tire, the forced entry, and the defendant waking up confused all paint a dangerous picture. What stands out most is the judge's immediate warning about alcohol testing and bond revocation. Viewers, what do you think? Was this firm approach necessary given the circumstances?
Coupled with that license, then you're not allowed to drive. That's also a condition of your bond as well. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
You want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Sir, the thing is, I'm actually on probation for a different
Stop.
charge. So,
Just don't. All I want to know is you want a court-appointed lawyer.
yes.
Okay. I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today. Just don't say anything. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Whatever they say, they can use it against you. I'll have you sign a resale, Victoria. We're going to give you an application. You will eventually meet with Ms. Smith, and then we'll appoint your lawyer.
Yes,
Okay? Leave.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
You standing in for Mr. Butler?
I'm standing in for Mr.
Okay,
Butler.
wonderful.
I'm a Mac attorney as well.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Okay. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with you are Ms. Greeny. Okay, Ms. Greeny, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 9th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to 1100 Siegler Road regarding a major crash, and the officer observed the defendant outside her vehicle talking to Houston Fire Department. The defendant's vehicle was in a ditch with apparent minor front end damage, was on and in the in-park position. The defendant appeared disoriented, had poor balance, and was not able to stand unassisted. The defendant stated she had the motor vehicle's key fob in her pocket, and the defendant was taken to HCA Healthcare, and the officer then went to HCA to obtain a statement. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and bloodshot eyes. The defendant stated she did not strike her head or lose consciousness due to the collision and drank between 1 to 10 12-ounce Miller Lite beers prior to operating the motor vehicle and getting into the collision. The defendant further stated she could not remember the time she drank her last beer. Standard field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6. Walk and turn and one leg stand were refused as the defendant stated her balance has always been bad. The defendant was read the DIC and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you, ma'am. Any prior DWIs? Can
No,
you-
Your Honor. And your license is eligible.
You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you, I will revoke your bond. Don't pick up any new cases, and that's it. Okay, so I'll have you sign a writ of Victoria. We'll have you get with Ms. Smith for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go. Thank you, Judge. All right.
See you.
You too. Take care. Mr. Jackson, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 10th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling east at the intersection of 2200 block of Spears Road and TC Jester with a defective license plate light. The traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the defendant. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle and a PC search was conducted. The officer located a green leafy substance believed to be marijuana based on training experience in the driver's side of the vehicle. The weight was approximately 1 ounce.
Was it?
It was on the driver's side.
All right, Mr. Jackson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You run his license.
It's not eligible, Your Honor.
If you don't have a license, you are not allowed to drive. Do you understand, Mr. Jackson? You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, come back to me and I'll take this restriction off. But I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you drive, I'm going to sprout horns in the tail. Like that's how upset I'm going to be. Do you understand? Tell me, did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Do you mind giving me, please? Okay. Tell me about yourself. What do you do these days, Mr. Jackson? How old are you?
23.
So what plans for the future do you have? What? Why?
I gotta get it renewed. That's all. I just gotta get it renewed.
You have the ability to make it's just a boatload of money with that license, and I don't understand why you're gonna let it expire. I'm making it a condition that you get a job. You need to get a full-time job. You know that, have you ever just like explored underwater welding? Have you ever looked into that? How much money do they make? No. How much money do they make? How much is that a year? That's probably like 120, 130 a year. You can make sick money. And come on, man, be better. All right. So do you mind giving me the application? I'm telling you, I'm gonna stay on top of it to make sure that you get that thing back and that you're working, that you're making some good money. Do you understand? All right, come on. Sir, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 9th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling at the 7600 block of North Wayside Drive with a defective front headlight not illuminated. The traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. The defendant provided a Texas driver's license, but was unable to provide proof of financial responsibility. The officer found the Texas driver's license to be not eligible with an active SR suspension, and the defendant was the registered owner of the vehicle, and the insurance database showed insurance policy for the vehicle had expired as of March 14th, 2024.
Got it. All right, Mr. Pickney, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you not to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. This is a legal document that you're going to swear to me. If you violate this, I can have a hearing. If you prove it to me that you're driving, I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt and hit you with up to 6 months in jail every single time. Do you understand? So if you drive 5 times, I can have 5 different hearings. Do you understand? Yes or no? Do not drive. If you want to, go get your license, get insurance, come back to me, and I will so happily take this off, but just don't until you do that. It's not hard. You understand? Bless you. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? You know, I had someone send me an email not too long ago where they were in an accident and created $50,000 worth of worth of damage to another person. And they didn't know what to do because they ended up just getting sued. Person filed a lawsuit against them, is coming after them. They're, what do I do? What do I do? This is solved by having car insurance. When you're in an accident, that's why we have insurance. So it's not a joke. You look at me like but I'm being serious. I'm trying to help you. Don't, right. Do it the right way. Great things will happen for you. I'm going to give you a lawyer. The lawyer can try to help you out with what you need to do to get your license back. But there's no excuse. If you get into a car, I'm going to lose it. Do you understand? Okay, come on.
So that was a no driving affidavit?
Yeah.
That's it?
No, we'll do bond conditions as well. Do you mind following that? No driving without license and insurance.
Yes,
All right.
This middle section is a masterclass in judicial tough love. The judge shifts from legal consequences to real-world responsibility, jobs, insurance, even career advice. It's rare to see a judge actively trying to steer defendants toward stability. But it raises a question. Should judges push life guidance this directly, or is that beyond their role? Let me know. Do you see this as supportive or overstepping?
Mr. Simon Fournier,
Yes, see,
Yes.
we're charged with theft. You were facing up to a year in jail. I'm sorry, up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. If you do not have a lawyer, if you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 11th, 2025, the officer responded to a Walmart in regard to a theft. The officer made contact with the complainant, and the complainant observed the defendant at a self-checkout with a large amount of groceries. The complainant observed the defendant failed to scan every item in the cart. The defendant was confronted on 2 separate occasions during the checkout process. The defendant was told how to scan items properly, and the defendant failed a 3rd time to scan items properly. The defendant completed the transaction and had unpurchased items past all points of sale, and the total was $184.48.
Sir, I'm going to find that there's enough probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Walmart. If you violate this condition, I'm going to put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status in this country is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in there until this case is over with and then shipped off to immigration. Behave yourself, otherwise I'm going to lock you up. Do you understand?
yes.
Yes.
You have the ability to hire a lawyer.
Sí, sí, me lo ponía
Yeah.
aquí.
Yes, can you give
Do you
me
want to
one
apply
quick?
for a lawyer?
¿Quieres aplicar por un abogado de oficio?
Y yo puedo hablar.
Can I speak?
No,
No.
but you can have a lawyer if you want one.
Puede tener un abogado si desea uno.
Sí,
Yes.
You need a lawyer.
Necesita un abogado.
sí.
Yes.
Okay. I need you to fill out an application for me. I'll have you sign a wreath of Victoria. Wait, we're not done. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions prohibiting you from going to any Walmart. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Now you're done. So, Mr. Duran, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Okay. On January 11th, 2025, was on patrol and observed an odor of marijuana and a male to be smoking in a vehicle nearby at the 8700 block of Lazy Brook Lane. The officer activated emergency lights, positioned himself behind the motor vehicle, and made contact with the defendant. The officer had the defendant step out of the vehicle and advised the defendant that he had been observed smoking marijuana. The defendant stated he was smoking marijuana inside the vehicle because he did not want to smoke inside his friend's home. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana and conducted a PC search of the vehicle. The officer observed small crumble of green leafy substance known to be marijuana based on training and experience at the bottom of the center console, and 0.37 grams of a small marijuana joint in the ashtray in the cup holder. The officer observed an unholstered black Glock laying in plain view on the backseat floor, and the defendant stated the handgun belonged to him.
Mr. Duran, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You see if he has a Texas driver license, please.
Don't worry on it.
All right. You're not allowed to drive unless you have a license and liability insurance in your name. Those are conditions of your bond. Do you understand? Those are the only conditions I'm going to put on you. Be careful. Don't do anything stupid. Do not pick up a new case. Otherwise, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'll put you in jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You have a lawyer. Listen to him. He'll take care of you. Because you have him, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in contact with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, you pick up a new case, become a danger to my community, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. So you understand? All right. So the only thing is just don't get in trouble. Don't drive without a license and insurance. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. We will have you just sign the bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Okay? All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Good to you too. So can you file that?
The driver license and insurance,
Please.
Yes, Judge.
Adrian Johnson was supposed to have had a court date here on 12/12/23.
23.
23.
Oof.
However, Adrian Johnson, during that period of time, had gone to Atlanta, Georgia. While he was in Atlanta, Georgia, he picked up a possession of marijuana case where he spent one day in the jail and he got out. He didn't get out. Instead of getting out, they transported him to Appleton, Georgia, where he picked up a theft case, and he stayed there 13 months. His reason for not being here on time was because he had went to Atlanta, Georgia, picked up a possession of marijuana case. Then when he got out, they didn't let him out. He had already had another warrant on him for a theft case up in Appleton, Georgia.
Look, do you have a cause number by chance?
Yes, sir. We have.
No, for our case here.
Yes, sir.
Is our case.
247-6875. 247-6875. Adrian Johnson. So I'm respectfully requesting to reinstate his bond or give him another PR bond, Judge.
Mr. Johnson, you were charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On September 22nd, 2023, officer dispatched to a lawn management company at 630 Rankin Circle for a burglary in progress. The defendant and a co-defendant had cut through the fence surrounding the property and were searching through vehicles at the location. There are surveillance videos of the defendant and co-defendant inside a van on the property.
Can you run an NCIC on him? I'd like to know what, if anything, has happened from the time that he picked this case up to the time he's now back in front of us.
Yes, Judge.
I don't know, Mr. D. Guys, he has a warrant for now, and I don't know if I'm going to give him a PR bond. I want to see how he's been since September 23. If you've been on picking up cases like it's just left and right, then I don't know, man, but
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
my only concern is my community. That's all I care about, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community. If you've just become a danger where you're hopscotching states and you're playing hopscotch and you're picking up cases while you're hopscotching, no. The revolving door closes.
So I do see on December 7th, 2023, the Georgia case theft by taking, but that's the only other case.
Is that a felony or was that a misdemeanor?
It's felony, Your Honor.
What was it? Do you have a disposition?
No, there's no disposition listed.
13 months per him, Judge.
Anything else he's picked up?
No, Your Honor.
I have the, oh man,
All right. It's-
Got back to Houston on January the 20th.
I'm gonna reinstate your bond now, but I'm not gonna do it again. If you take flight on me again, I'm telling you, I'm gonna make it high, no more PR bonds for you. You got a little kid in your charge, man. Be the good father that you should be. Teach them right, because they look on you for support and for them to do the right way. They see this. We don't need more. Know what I mean? Come on, man. Be better. I'm placing bond conditions on you now that you're not to go back to this location where this occurred and you're not to be in possession of weapons. Don't pick up any new cases. You've got a great lawyer here. Just listen to him. He'll take care of you. If I find that you're becoming a danger, you know what's going to happen. I don't have any tolerance. We have nothing but death and destruction on the news. I don't want any more. Do you understand? So, all right, man. Good luck. Don't leave until you sign the bond conditions. Okay.
Thank you.
That states bond conditions?
Yeah.
You said bond reinstated?
Yeah. What happened? The three kids out, they didn't take off, did they?
Can I ask if they checked?
There's one.
Pretrial? Oh.
Okay. All right. You ready? Mr. Bada, Mr. Segun.
Yeah, I'm right here, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Your Honor, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. And let me tell you now that I really haven't seen a lawyer go above and beyond the call of duty as Bayoshi has done in this case. Everything and every time you have been back here is because of something that has happened, or I'm sorry, something that has failed to happen. The last time here, all you had to do was provide documentation that you could not afford whatever it was. You have failed to provide that documentation. As a result, they've now kicked you out of the program. I know that Bayoshi is going to give it one last shot as to whether he's able to either get the case dismissed, get you back in. I don't know. But I am now putting this baby to bed. So I will give you a week. Is that okay?
Yes, Your Honor. That should be enough time.
I am not waiving your appearance anymore. And in the next week, if he is unable to get you back into the program, if he is unable to get the case dismissed, you must either accept the plea bargain agreement from the state, or I will immediately set your case for trial, and it's going to be a very short trial setting. Do you understand?
I understand, sir.
It's unacceptable that we are now at 800 days, and they have literally over and over and over bent over backwards to help you. And if I were you, I would probably just, I can tell you now that Bayoshi's not very happy with you as well.
I'm not happy with myself too. And
So-
I don't have power over the old situation. My
I
car
look,
blew up.
I'm not,
My
I don't
mom-
want you
my
to say
mom just
anything.
died a month
Don't
ago.
say anything. There's
Okay.
nothing you need to say. The only thing that matters are actions. You telling us something it goes in one ear, it goes out the other ear. Because when you get out there, we still have issues. So I don't care. I'm giving Bayoshi a week to do what he can do. If it doesn't work out and it doesn't end up getting dismissed, you must be here in court. If you fail to appear, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand?
I understand, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hold on. Before
Thank you,
he
Your
leaves,
Honor.
I want to give him the date.
Oh, yeah, you need to.
Don't go, because I want to give you the date so I can mark everything down so that you knew exactly what day and what time you had to be here.
Okay, sir. I'll be there.
What day do you want, Bayoshi?
Your Honor, we can literally do this time next week, the 24th.
If you need a little bit more, because I know how busy you are, I'm happy to give you an extra week. if you want.
In 2 weeks' time, then that would be the 30th.
Yeah, but don't pick a Friday because Fridays are busiest with arraignments. So like perhaps like a Thursday or whatnot, you know?
Okay, I'll pick, okay,
You want that Thursday?
let me just double check that.
That would be
That would be Thursday, the 30th.
30th. You want to do that? And because of how great you have been, Bioji that, but
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday, the 30th works.
on page 13, top of 13, SFBF 130, please. All right.
Okay, if you could,
You must be here December 30th. I'm sorry, January 30th. If the case is still active and it doesn't get dismissed, you must be here in person on that day.
Well, lineup of cases, from DUIs to theft to weapon charges. Throughout the proceedings, the judge balanced accountability with second chances, emphasizing community safety while pushing defendants toward responsibility. The rulings were consistent. Strict bond conditions, zero tolerance for new offenses, and clear expectations moving forward. These hearings highlight how courtroom decisions shape everyday lives. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.